Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny 5 Alive here, and I am joined with Synchros.
Heyo.
Welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight Contest Edition. Today we're going to be looking at Mythheim, created by Deif, and here they say, "Hey Johnny, this is my submission called Mythheim. It is a fantasy park which originally intended to be a Narnia themed. I had to change the theme midway due to a lack of motivation and other stuff, and now it's inspired by Klugheim at Phantasialand, and the story goes as follows. Since long before this day, the ancient spirits dwell deep within the mountains, as it is all things spiritual. Everything changed when the first settlers arrived. They decided to call this place home and began to build. They constructed houses, even magnificent castle that was considered an unbreachable fortress. For riches and mineral, the settler dug a ways deeper into the mountain. The ancient spirits forced them from their dwellings. The village built by settlers started to flourish, and everything seemed to be going well. A century passed, and then one fearful day, a dark shadow bellowed from the rocks beneath the castle with a loud, eerie sound. It surged forward, destroying everything in its path, putting a curse on the village and those who resided within. The settlers believed that the dark shadow was one of the ancient spirits now seeking revenge for their greed. They called it Ayn Rand. Some of the braver settlers decided to follow Ayn Rand into the caves below, hoping to find a way to appease the angry spirits. Ultimately, all of their efforts came to an end when they found a large cave dancing with lights. The spirit had reclaimed their home. On that day, the settlers all disappeared and were never heard from again. That is the story of Mythheim. The settlers are gone, but the thrills and spirits are still alive. Welcome if you dare." Okay.
Cool.
Wow, that is quite the backstory.
Yeah, big one.
And then he also says, "I hope you enjoy the park as much as I did making it. Thank you for hosting such an amazing contest, Dave." Okay, you're very welcome. Stay tuned, everyone, and we'll get right on into it. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Here we are at Mythheim.
I'm trying to figure out what they did that sign out of.
Looks like basic shapes.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't see the 3D. It looked like a 2D image from here.
Yeah.
But it was on the temple piece, and I was like, what? Yeah, that's really good. Okay. And it looks like there's all these rocks and stuff. They're all done out of temple pieces.
Or are they though?
I think so.
Oh my. Yeah, because they
I was seeing the colors in them. They don't look like the regular boulders, and I was like, wow.
That is interesting. I've never seen a build that looks quite like this.
Yeah. Really cool way of using those pieces.
Yeah. Okay, if I sound a little bit different or off today, I got an earache. I can't hear from my right ear. So if I'm shouting and I can't hear myself, that is the reason. So everybody knows, some of these videos might be a little bit off, but we're gonna get through it.
Stop yelling at me.
Spirit realm.
Oh, cool.
Let's enter the spirit realm. Looking really cool.
I like the kind of, I mean, other than the epic castle that we're in, I like the quaint village on the inside of it. The building style.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. Is this the spinning coaster?
I'm wondering if I should be in here at night.
Ooh, yes, we should.
Oh, the lights are changing on us. That's the
Very
spirits
nice.
within. Can we find some spirits? A spinning spiral coaster. There's a look at all the results, everybody. Let's jump to it. Really good control over the spin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good. Did you hear that girl scream?
Barely, with one ear.
I was like,
It looks like the track is crisscrossing too, which seems pretty
I was
interesting.
watching that because I was noticing at the beginning.
I guess we're gonna go down that side now.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I like it. There you go. Yeah, I definitely love the use of the spin on this one.
Yeah, it's not nauseating whatsoever.
And it's very well controlled and feels like we're supposed to be looking at things, but I wonder how that works from the other side, if it's as good. Because it would be facing the opposite way, right?
Right.
But wow,
Kind of looks
really
like it's
well done.
decorated pretty well. Like, so you'd be getting some sort of a view no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we did ride it, yeah, there were some really good views. Yeah, I'm really liking the temple pieces for rocks.
Yeah,
It kind of almost gives off like a snowy feel.
it does, for
But
sure.
way more natural feeling than the snow boulders.
It kind of gives me this like Game of Thrones vibe or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I quite like it. Like ice.
Yeah. I wonder if you could get that icy look if you went with like a white with a tiny bit of blue in there.
I bet. For sure you could.
Glacier
The
Valley.
temple pieces are so good. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's humming and hawing about a DLC to get the adventure, because
Yeah.
there's so much versatility with those pieces.
There's a lot of pieces in that pack. I think it might be the largest one.
It's the best building pack there is.
We've got a carousel here, or wait, ride swing.
Oh, yeah,
Not much integration or skinning going on here.
there's almost zero skin on that.
Mm-hmm. Just a fence.
Yeah,
That's a nice looking build.
that's very nice.
Custom arched rooftop, 600 pieces.
Oh yeah,
Nice custom windmill.
got a lot of quaint mountain village vibe in here, and I quite like it.
And this would be our main
Ain
attraction.
Ain Rand?
Ain Rand. Yeah, I had a hard time with that one too. That's cool.
Yeah.
Icy fountain. And this is the impenetrable fortress that they spoke of.
Ooh.
Look at that coaster. Whoa.
That looks really good.
Can we get a guesstimate on the length? I'm going for 1,800 meters.
You're going for 1,800 meters, really? I'm going for 1,272.
So specific. Wow. It looks massive, so I went a little high. You went a little bit... I mean, yours is still high. That's a high guess.
Yeah.
I think the average coaster length in this contest has probably been about 800 to 1,000 meters. Let's find out. Ooh, 1,500 meters, right in the middle. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we both win. It's right smack dab in the
Yep.
middle.
I mean, if we go by Price is Right rules, I win, but whatever.
Is it? Is that how it works? You round down?
Yeah, if you go over, you're out.
This isn't the Price is Right.
No.
Typhoon Infinite. Let's look at the results, everyone.
Train swap too.
Yeah, oh, what's the train swap 2? Invincible. Okay,
Yeah.
so a Giga train. Okay, let's check it out.
Did you just switch it today, or did it do it for you?
That did it, but I did switch it to track, because if we get a flailer for freaking a minute and a half...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, absolutely sensational stuff.
Very
Definitely
smooth.
see your inspiration with Kluheim. I feel like I've ridden this coaster 1,000 times now between all the recreations and inspired by creations. But what you did differently, instead of these, what are they called? Staglamite style walls, the black pieces. You went with this like bouldery Game of Thrones feel, and I think it's something different. It sets itself apart from the other inspired creations and recreations that I've seen, and it just does something different, so I quite like it. Yeah, the coaster is absolutely amazing. A really good main attraction, one of the longest in the contest by far. It's thoroughly smooth and well banked and entertaining the whole way through, so no complaints there for me. And you managed to sneak in a second one, so coaster wise I feel like this episode's been jam-packed, and I have nothing to complain about there. Let's take a look at the nighttime lighting, because
It looks good.
It looks good, but it's one of those things where you have to be in ground view before you can appreciate it.
Yeah, well, from top, well, I mean, that's generally with any nighttime lighting. Top down on a park, it doesn't look very good. It's all splotchy, and
Right, yeah.
when you're submerged into it, this does look really good.
But it is feeling very color-coded without like a blend between them. But it's quite okay. I think I would have liked to ride the coaster at night, but you forced the sequencer on us, so we don't really have a choice there. Just so I could see how that feels as we're going from area to area. And I guess the whole theme there with the different curses going on, that's where that green tone comes from. I like this way this ice looks when it's got that blue light on there.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. And this one looks amazing too. So
Nice red. It's like the saturation's off just a bit.
yeah, you didn't fully saturate it, which is what helps this not look like an eyesore. So you hit the right amount of lighting on that. It's a little monotone and gray and a little bit depressing during the daytime. I'm wondering how you could spruce things up. You have like 6 trees in your whole park.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. So I'm wondering maybe if you would have built this into a mountainside and did some of that background terraforming and had some snowy trees. The trees aren't fully covered in snow, so you get a little bit of that green pop and you get a little bit of that terrain paint behind it. Maybe that could have helped you a little bit to remove that kind of monotone. It almost feels like I'm looking at this park in black and white until I see these trees.
Yeah, what I think would have really helped on this one too is this is kind of another one of those cases where the coaster sort of took over a lot of the layout.
Mm-hmm.
If you had maybe planned the layout just a little bit differently, so you could put some buildings in and around where the coaster is, that would break up the monotonous gray that you got going on.
Yeah, like your flat ride position, because this does offer a little bit of color. So does this and that building there. You get color with that, so it almost needs that somewhere here and here. And as
Even
you
just
said,
the building that's integrated with the roller coaster on the very middle would have broken this up really, really nicely.
yeah, if you could have squeezed like a centerpiece island here with bridges connecting it all together, and then some sort of flat ride in the middle, and like I said, with the terrain paint making a mountain in the back and some trees, I think that could have helped make it all pop a little bit. It is almost really weird seeing these as the only thing in the park that's colored. Right?
I'm surprised they didn't go with snowy trees, to be honest.
They almost look like they don't belong. So the color palette here for daytime is really drab, but it kind of goes with that whole story that you said this place is abandoned and left.
And this looks
left
like
for
Beyond
dead.
the Wall from Game of Thrones, so.
Yeah. It's a
Okay,
great
I feel
build
like
though.
White Walkers, that's totally what's happening here.
All custom rooftops. Like each one of these is not easy to do. Like we're looking at 100 parts,
Yep.
600 parts.
I mean, even the freaking boulders or the rocks, spires, or whatever you want to call them, those got to be a ton of parts too. Like,
That's a 3,000 part cluster right there.
Yeah.
1,000.
and they're not repetitive, so you were obviously very clever with your copy and pasting of it.
Yeah, no, it's a solid build. We got some expert quality design and artistic polish here. And I mean, in terms of an inviting theme park, is this going to be one that pops out and stands in your mind as memorable? I think it does. For me, I like the coasters, the coaster experiences. This would be just an epic coaster spotlight. But for asking for everything, that all the check boxes of a mini park, I don't know if it's quite hitting it there. The flat rides are a little underwhelming for me. The park entrance, it's okay. So does it have the full package? That is really up to the viewers at the end of the day. But some of the better coasters in the contest.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
where do you weight the design? Where do you weight it in placement? But again, the artwork is also making it look exceptional.
Yeah, and just the unique way of using a piece that is something new and fresh.
Definitely new and fresh. Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff. Dave on Mythheim. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. And that is going to do it for us in today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you in the next Park Spotlight. Have a great day. Bye now.
Bye now.